Hello, my name is David Novi and I'm the superintendent of the school district of Brodhead. We thank you and appreciate the fact that you're taking the time to watch this short video, which will provide you with an overview of the April 1st, 2025 operational referendum. On April 1st, 2025, the school district of Brodhead will have an operational referendum on the ballot. This is not just a vote, but a significant opportunity for each community member to voice their opinion regarding the future of the school district of Brodhead. Here's the official ballot language. It reads, shall the school district of Brodhead, Green and Rock Counties, Wisconsin, be authorized to exceed the revenue limit specified in section 121.91 Wisconsin statutes on a non-recurring basis by $1,750,000 in each of three consecutive school years for the 2025-2026, 2026-2027, and 2027-2028 school years to maintain school district facilities and programs. Many of you may have questions as to why we're running another referendum in Brodhead. Didn't we just pass a referendum in April of last year? Yes, last April's referendum was what's referred to as a bond referendum, which allowed our district to secure $17,485,000 in bonds for renovations and construction to be paid off over 21 years. This was the first significant bond or building referendum for the school district of Brodhead in over 30 years, since our high school was built. This referendum allowed us to significantly improve our district facilities that would not have been possible with our annual budget dollars. Referendum questions have a very set and defined purpose. The bond referendum only allows for funds to be used for expenditures related to the approved building projects and for ongoing debt service payments to pay off that debt. Our operational referendum can only be utilized for the district's operations and not for debt service or for building projects. The referendum that will be presented on April 1st, 2025 is called an operational referendum and would enable the district to levy $1.75 million per year over the state-imposed revenue limit to pay for operating costs over the next 3 years. An operational referendum can only be utilized for the district's operations and not for debt service or for building projects. A good way to understand the difference between a capital referendum and an operational referendum is the simple phrase, bonds are for building and levies are for learning. The operational referendum aims to address growing funding challenges faced by our school district. Like many schools in Wisconsin, the school district of Brodhead has seen its operational costs significantly exceed the revenue it receives from the state budget, which has not kept up with inflation since 2011. Another question we've heard is, why now? The simple answer is because our current 3-year non-recurring referendum, approved in 2022, is ending. Our board felt that simply extending the current operational referendum for an additional 3 years at the same amount that's expiring would provide the needed funds with no tax rate impact to our district residents. If this referendum is approved, it'd be instrumental in sustaining academic, co-curricular, and athletic programs and vital support services like behavioral health and resources and school safety initiatives. It would also help maintain appropriate student-to-staff ratios and ensuring high-quality education for our students. This visual shows some of what's at stake this year and into the future. As you can see by the included graphic, it's important to note that this referendum will not increase the tax rate from its current level. The operating question for $1,750,000 to maintain educational programming simply extends the current operating referendum for an additional 3 years at the same amount that's expiring. Our current tax rate for 2024-2025 is $7.25 per $1,000 of home value and is expected to stay at that $7.25 level for the 2025-2026 before dropping slightly to $7.24 and staying at that same rate over the next 2 years. $7.24 is a pretty conservative estimate. It could actually be lower. It was important to our board to keep our tax rate comparable to our historical rates. $7.24 is lower than our 12-year average of $8.08 and continues to be one of the lowest tax rates of the districts we typically use as comparables. After conducting 2 public listening sessions prior to passing this resolution to run a referendum, it was clear that our school board wanted to run an operational referendum that didn't raise the tax rate and keeps the tax rate at a consistent level each year going forward, so our taxpayers had better predictability with their property taxes, and this referendum would do just that. In summary, despite our best efforts in making significant budget cuts and right-sizing to control our expenditures, our district is still projected to have a deficit of over $2 million in 2025-2026 and over $7 million in deficit over the next 3 years without this referendum. As you can see in this slide, even with referendum dollars, we still anticipate a deficit of nearly $2 million over the course of the next 3 school years. The board will continue making strategic cuts as they become available and right-size due to declining enrollment in order to make an overall budget work with the addition of the new referendum dollars. These major deficits could be averted with your support through this referendum. Without it, we will be forced to make drastic cuts that could see a very significant impact on our students and their education. We encourage all voters in the school district of Brodhead to learn more about this important referendum and to make their voices heard at the polls on April 1st. As the school district of Brodhead's superintendent, my job is to educate and inform our taxpayers regarding this referendum. In my position, I can't ask for a yes vote or a no vote. My job is to simply supply the best information I can and allow each taxpayer to vote how they wish and to encourage everyone to vote on April 1st, 2025. Over the course of the next few months leading up to the April 1st referendum vote, you will have opportunities to learn more through in-person meetings and by visiting our website. Please call or email David Novy with questions or comments, and I thank you for watching.